Hello, Air Tribe. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So air signs, I do feel like in general, air signs during this week, it's all about being receptive to the flow of the universe and the flow of how things are working, not trying to control, not trying to define, not trying to push, to pressure, to change, to just allow things to come to you, allow things to reveal themselves to you, allow situations to come to you. It's like air signs are magnets during this time, and so it's very important for you to allow things to come to you. And the more pressure you put on, I feel like some of you that are trying to put pressure on, timelines and certainties, directions. How are things going to happen? When are things are going to happen? When am I going to meet certain goals? The more you put this type of pressure, the more kind of congestion you are creating in this receptive channel that is kind of wanting to be worked through you. I really feel like some air signs have this energy where they are able to, from their place of allowance, they are able to attract to them during this time, to attract to them during this week every single thing they need, or things they crave, things they long for. They can come to you the moment you let go of it, the moment you just leave it to the universe, you leave it to divine purpose and plan, and you will see how that will immediately create a certain energetic change in which, by allowing, by not resisting, you are attracting things to you that it's like attracting things to you that maybe some of you have lost hope of. I feel like some of you are working on walking in a journey or in a path in life that it's freer than the previous one, which means that some of you are seeking freedom and are seeking better options in life. Some of you are seeking adventure, craving to explore the unknown. Some of you are have this urge to travel, to go somewhere else, to be involved with different things you haven't seen, things you haven't tasted, things you haven't experienced. Because I feel like some of you have grown extremely tired of the kind of cell you have been living on. I feel like some air signs have been living trapped in a cell of insecurity, loneliness, doubt, fear, disbelief of their own capacity to explore and fly away, to just to have a life that fits their true desires, that it's a match to their true desires. So some of you have been living lives that are not a match to your true desires, and this is about to change. The thing is, the change is coming to you and is working already in you in subtle, invisible ways. So the more you understand your inner self, your unconscious, how your thoughts, your emotions, your words, your appreciation, the love and the nourishment you put on yourself, how those things affect what you attract to you in your reality. The more you kind of allow yourself to I feel like some of you need to love yourself. Plainly, it's about self-love. about loving yourself unconditionally, about loving who you are, about loving your story, loving your past, even if that past has been hurtful, or a past that you really don't identify, as a lifetime where you were happy, or you were, even yourself, to love everything about your story. Everything about your story. Some of you, this is a journey about becoming whole. And this week, there's something I feel for the 3 air signs. There's something that it's about putting you in this position where you become whole with who you are. And so when you are whole with who you are, when you are flowing with everything you are, other things start as well flowing, because everything is connected. And some of you are, I feel, needing silence to whatever places in you that still need some work in terms of becoming receptive, or whatever blockages still linger in your energetic system. You need silence. You need silence. You need retreat. You need meditation. You need dreams. I feel like some of you need to dream more. You have lost track of dreams, or you have lost faith in dreams. Air signs this week feels spiritual. So there's this spiritual focus, this devotion to, taking care of yourselves, this devotion to what you consider to be the energy of creation and the energy of what's divine, right? What's magical. So if, for example, a good example here about this receptive energy that is common for the 3 signs is that if you have lost belief in magic, how can you live a magical life? Because some of you want an exciting life, a magical life, a good life. But if you don't believe in it, if you have lost faith in it, how can it come to you? This is exactly what this energy of receptivity is talking about, is that it has to begin inside. It has to begin by the invisible threads. It has to begin by the beliefs you have rooted in you. I feel like Gemini have here this urge to have a very, a very dynamic kind of life. I feel like some Geminis during this week, you could have flashes of insight, images coming to you through your dreams, through your meditations, through your creative outlets. I feel like the more active some Geminis are in terms of movement brings excitement, but also it brings enlightenment. So the more you kind of push yourself to explore or to visit places that are uplifting and dynamic to you. I feel like some of you need to travel, or you need to go somewhere to reach a certain illumination, a certain awareness of something. I feel like there's an answer for Geminis that lies far away, or in a different location from where they are, because you do have the travel card here. This is the 8 of Wands. So this is your main energy. It's about movement. It's about adventure. It's about exploration. It's about seeking something different, seeking something that brings progress to your life. I feel like some of you could be moving homes, or want to move homes, want to move city, country. There's a real energy of Geminis really considering a change of roots. I feel like some of you are changing roots as well. Others of you, of course, this is a weekly oracle message insight. Some of you are just considering where to put roots, and maybe coming to a certain realization that where you are, it's not where you really want to be. Or some of you that have been longing to change homes and to change residence, or to change scenario in terms of where you live, or in terms of where you work. This is the week where an opportunity may come about. There may come This card is also about communication. It's about things coming to you and fast. There's fast-paced change about your week that puts you in a spin. I feel like some of you are being put in a spin of excitement during this time. There's this exciting, flamboyant kind of vibe about Gemini. So there's celebration associated with movement, and others of you that this is not about a literal change or travel. It could be that this is about your spiritual journey. This is a journey that you are some of you have a journey ahead where you're going to get to know a different side of life, a different side of humanity. There's something here about you really exploring or delving here in concepts that are very different from what you have been seeing life, right? And your reality as. I feel like some of you are going to go after dreams and after, aspirations that maybe some of you have lost faith of or track of. There's something here about you reconnecting as well with a certain dream or a certain vision of tomorrow. Tomorrow counts a lot for Gemini energy here. There's a lot of focus on tomorrow. There's a lot of focus on future. There's a lot of focus on direction. And this week is a week where you can really start to see things happening and unexpectedly and fast. And there's this drive to go after your heart's desire. And your heart's desire during this time may be quite excitable and quite fiery even. For Libras, Libras are divided here. Libras are in a standstill, torn between decisions and options and ideas, and the more you think about, the less you know. And that's exactly the trick here for some of you Libras, is that the more you will think about whatever this is that is causing you to be in polar opposites of of understanding, the more you think about it, the less you will know. I feel like your challenge this week is to just allow yourself, dare yourself to do something, to try something, even if you don't have it. Figure it out. Even if you don't have 100% certainty, the certainty will come to you as you move along. But if you spend your days just stuck in this notion that you don't know what to choose, you don't know which way is the way, you don't know which person is the person, you're just going to get lost in a wider web of confusion. You're being tested by instinct instead of mind, and you are here about to have an experience, some Libras, where you are learning to read, to feel, to intuitively know what's right for you and what's not, what you want versus what you don't. Your mind is creating doubt, but your gut already knows what you want. I feel like some of you are learning about following instinct, to instinctively know what to do instead of waiting that your mind will come to senses about it, because the mind filters the action of the instinct, but it has to start first from the instinct. Most of our decisions, our direction in life comes from instinct, it's because it's always a risk and it's always a question of let's try this. We never know for sure how something will happen. And we sometimes think that we want something and then we end up knowing or realizing we don't. But without trying, we will never. But still, if we don't try, if we wait around for our minds to tell us what to do, we are just going to allow life to pass us by. And this is your challenge here, is this card, which is a Two of Swords in the original tarot. Here is schizophrenia, right? There's a little bit of a bipolar energy with Libras about changing their minds or changing their opinions or changing their their plans ongoingly. And I feel like this week, this can be extremely difficult to go through because it's creating fight. I feel like some of you are involved in situations that you need to declare either your opinion, either your you need to express what you see, right, in the situation. And because you don't express, I feel like the fight and the conflict is just you know, is just feeding itself on this doubt on your side instead of finding resolution. I feel like Libras want resolution, but they don't know where to get resolution, and because they don't, the fight and the duel that exists here, it grows stronger. I feel like some of you are in the middle of duels. You are either battling with someone is battling with you, someone is provoking you, or you are provoking someone. But deep down, the differences that are being shown here, the disagreements that are being shown here, they don't matter as much as you acknowledging why you're there, right? Why you're in the middle of that fight. Do you know what you're fighting for? Do you know, the cause of this fight? Do you know that what you are saying or not saying, do you know that it is what you want to say or not to say? So there's a lot of questions about you coming to the front and expressing yourself more than, calculating your thoughts, calculating your words, calculating, the way to do something. I feel like you're being challenged to just act upon how you feel, act upon what your gut tells you to do, instead of I feel like, because some Libras, if they don't do this, they are going to delay a fight that is just going to happen either way. I feel like some of you are trying to avoid conflict, and so by avoiding this, you feel like the situation will resolve itself. It's the opposite way. I feel like the more you try to not provoke, more provocation will come out of it, and more will kind of fly out of handle, because I feel like some of you don't want to see the reality of how things are and your place in it, your involvement in it, because it's a reality that may so it may put to Libras a notion that they have done something that they didn't want to do, or that they are the villains, or that they are guilty. And instead of looking to the negative connotation here, it's more about understanding that the nature of who you are and the nature of what led certain things to happen the way they did. Instead of putting so much weight upon judgment, it's more upon you taking action, taking a measure to fix a problem, or to just confront head on a situation that you have been delaying. For Aquarius are a little bit burdened. I feel like Aquarius energy is here. You want to fly away. Some Aquarius want to fly away and explore the world and explore options, and this week brings a sense of expansion and opportunity to see beyond, to see beyond the small elements that you're not satisfied with. It's like there's a mind opening energy that is going to show you that there's more than what you are, more out there than what you are considering. So there could be possibilities of growth and of adventure coming to you with this card. Possibilities. It's a great card to have here. The thing is, I feel like you have weight upon you that keeps you from flying. I feel like you want to fly, you want to go out there, you want to see new landscapes, new worlds, new people, new experiences, but you have this burden on you. You have something on you that is like a chain, right? You want to walk freely, but you have this chain anchored, and it keeps you from fully enjoying your experiences. I feel like some Aquarius are not able during this week to experience relationships and the good things they have in their lives. They're not able to experience them because of this weight or this burden that they are carrying. I feel like Aquarius are allowing people to put weight on them, and so the weight you accept on you is as well as your responsibility as theirs. I feel like some of you need to remove yourself from the weight you take as yours when it's not. I feel like some of you are taking the problems and challenges of others and deep down as an excuse or as a self-sabotage system to actually not go away and free yourself from this. I feel like some of you you're still in the process of understanding something about your journey. Your journey is not clear. Your journey is not as easy to discern or to figure out as you would like it to be. And so I feel like some of you are waiting for clarity. You're waiting to understand. It's like waiting for the map, right? So then you will go, but without the map, you're not feeling like you can go anywhere. I feel like you're a little bit lost in the maze of possibilities and locations and options and different elements here being presented to you. But I also feel like some of you are dismissing the importance of steps. You may not know everything. Yes, you may not know exactly where to go or what to do about something, but each step that you make can help, figure out the next one. It's more about small steps instead of having already. It's small steps to build up the bigger picture, but don't dismiss the importance of the small steps. The small steps mean a lot here because from then you will reach the end goal, or you will reach the conclusion and the direction that some of you have been looking for. But aside of that, I feel like some Aquarius can actually go somewhere. There's an energy of being able to make a small trip, small, journey somewhere that can help them, help. I feel like some of you need the help of the physical contact with a different nature, a different environment, a different scenario. That on its own can help you feel better about whatever pressure and burden you are carrying. Some of you are really carrying a lot from others. You're carrying things you have internalized are as well your responsibility. Like sometimes we feel that weight of being responsible not only for ourselves but also for our friends, our family, our loved ones, because we know that their happiness is also entwined with ours. And sometimes that can make individual decisions extremely hard because we know that we will affect as well the well-being of that other person, or we know that that person is counting on us. And so that sometimes put in question, me or you, right? Me or us? Where do I stand? Where am I now? How can I how can I make a decision that I want to make without causing, conflict or pain on the other side? And I feel like instead of you choosing, you're trying to find a way to satisfy both longings, you and us. But this may put you in a lot of pressure because I feel like some of you are choosing more the us or them than you are choosing yourself due to responsibilities or other things you have taken as yours, like heritage, legacy, duty. Some of you are tired of that. You're tired of having to do things just because you're supposed to, or because someone tells you that you have to do. Some of you really want to break free from imposition. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.